Well, hey, good morning. How's your morning going? Welcome to Snore and Living Live. I'm Stephanie Sandoval.
Hi, I'm Andy Barnez. I hope your Thursday's off to a great start.
Was that funny?
Yeah,
Just wondering how the morning was going.
You just sort of stopped a little bit. I was like, oh. Hey, you know what? I have an announcement. I am going to be the first to make the announcement here on Snore and Living.
Go.
Remember a long time ago we used to be on at 9 o'clock in the morning?
I do remember.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Yeah, we're moving back to 9 o'clock.
Yes, we are. September 12th, we're going to be doing a little kind of a switcheroo. We're going to go back to 9. There's going to be some other schedule changes, some new programming for you that we think you're really going to love. And so our new time, beginning the 12th, will be right there as you see, 9 a.m. So drop the kids off at school, rush on back, watch some TV with us. If you're at the gym, turn it on. If you're at home, then grab a second cup of coffee because we will be here for you at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
doing all the same stuff, though.
Everyone should make sure that they have the gym turned to Snore and Living Live. That way everybody can learn from us.
Yes.
Right?
I always found it interesting because when we were on at 9, it was like pre-kids, you know, so I actually had life and, you know, the ability to get out and do things and work out and things like that. So, well, no, it wasn't pre-kids. I did have Landon. Boy, gosh.
You just got rid of your kid just like that.
I don't know where he was, but it's always interesting to look up when you have a day off and see the show going on.
Right.
When you're not actually there.
Right.
Because in your narcissistic head, you think that the world stops when you're not there.
But it keeps going.
It keeps going. We would love to know what you think about us moving to to 9 o'clock. Now at 9, it's going to move to another day part, and there's going to be, again, lots of really great and cool changes.
But we're excited for it, and we are excited for this segment because it involves ice cream.
Now I'm just thinking about how old. How old was it?
I don't know.
I'm going to have to... Gosh, I'm getting old, Judy. I'm getting so old.
Oh, don't even go there.
Oh. I can't even remember. 6 years ago, I've been doing this 5. Okay. The dog days of summer are certainly here. And it's like we're trying to will that cooler weather, but not having much luck. So this morning, Judy Toth with Simply Impressive Cooking has put the willing aside, and she's just going to make some fabulous ice cream treats that will hopefully cool things off a bit. And even if they don't cool us off, they're just really darn good recipes for sure. So welcome to the show. It's good to see you again. It's been
thank you.
Too long.
I know I've been really busy, but I'm so happy to be here sharing some ice cream.
You have brought a mango.
I have. We're going to make a couple things today, but the first thing we're going to start with is mango sorbet. And so it's really simple, and this is the one you saw me posting on Facebook that you guilted me into bringing the recipe here. So I'm going to cut it, and I like to use little gadgets. You know, I'm the gadget girl.
You're the gadget girl.
So this is just a mango cutter, and sometimes it works really well.
Ooh,
it did
really
today.
Well on that one.
Sometimes if they're too ripe, it doesn't. So we're just going to cut 4 mangoes, and we're going to scoop out the stuff. You want to scoop?
Sure, I can help you.
And I'll get the rest of them going.
Okay.
And it's a really simple recipe, and it's really, oh, it's so good. And you know what? It's actually reasonably healthy because it's mostly fruit, just a little bit of simple syrup in there, and it's pretty doggone good. And within 10 to 15 minutes, you can have some homemade sorbet.
Well, when was it? I mean, it's got to have been at least a couple months ago that I saw you posting on Facebook that you were, you know, working on some new recipes and that you were working on some sorbet, and I said, oh my gosh, I want that recipe. And so...
And I wouldn't share.
You wouldn't
share.
She wouldn't share.
I only share with my friends. Ooh, did I say that?
I think you said that out loud.
No. No, actually, I was still working on it, but...
well, and you tried watermelon, and that was a little bit tricky.
Yeah, I haven't got... Now, see, this one, sometimes it doesn't work, so I'm just going to cut this one.
Yeah.
I did try the watermelon. Oh,
okay.
See, she's throwing things. She's throwing things at me now.
3.5 mangoes in.
I didn't have good luck with the watermelon, and so I have to work with it some more, but I haven't had a chance to do it. So we're just going to cut all the stuff off here. And while you're getting that off, I'll tell you what happens. We're going to put a little bit of heavy whipping cream in. We're going to put a little bit of simple syrup in. And I didn't bring the blender or the food processor today. But what happens is once we have, and some lime. We're going to put about 3 tablespoons of lime in. And once we have it all done, we put it in the food processor, and we get this. So it's yeah, it's yummy.
Like baby food, actually.
Oh, it is, and it's yummy just like it is. But we're going to then take it and we're going to put it into an ice cream maker.
Okay.
And in about 10 minutes, we'll have really delicious sorbet. So you can do this with mango. You could do it with cantaloupe. You can do it with lots of different fruit.
Now, we had talked when we were talking about doing this segment. You finally agreed to make me your friend so I could get the recipe. And yes, I said that one out loud too. We talked about different gadgets, since you do, you do play around with them quite a bit. And you found that there are a couple like really reasonably priced ice cream makers.
Yeah.
That are worth the investment and not like the old school crank, crank numbers.
No, I don't do cranks.
Which I have one, but it cranks it for you. I have the old school.
Oh,
crank.
okay. Well, you know what? I have one for my KitchenAid, which is about $100, and I have to say I don't love it. I bought one of those $200, $300 ones with the compressor in it, and I didn't love that. This one is $30, and it's just a little Cuisinart frozen yogurt ice cream sorbet maker. $30.
Was it Costco you said you got that?
Costco,
Yeah.
and I got it with a coupon, so mine was $25. I like this one so much better than any of the expensive ones I have. I went and bought a second one just so I could always have one in my freezer. And what it requires is that you just take this piece and keep it in your freezer, and then when you're ready, we're going to pour it in a minute, you just pour your stuff in. You turn it on, pour your stuff in, and it freezes. So in maybe 10 minutes, we're going to have a delicious sorbet.
Okay, so just to kind of backtrack just a little bit before we move on to the next segment, assuming that I hadn't thrown one of the mangoes on the floor and I had finished this off, then we would put some of this simple syrup into.
A couple tablespoons of simple syrup, and
Like that much?
Maybe a little more. You can modify it the amount you use depending on how sweet or how tart your mangoes are.
Okay.
And then we also put some lime in here. My little lime gadget squeezer.
My hands are so slippery at my camera.
And for me, I like it really creamy, so I tend to just put a little bit of heavy whipping cream in, but that's not traditional.
Okay.
So I'm taking
Just put
something.
a splash.
Yeah, and a couple tablespoons, just guesstimate.
1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons.
Okay, and then we'll just put it in the blender, and like I said, it comes out just like that. And as you look in this, you can already see it starting to freeze. I don't know if you can get a picture in there, but you can see it already starting to freeze. And literally in 10 minutes, it'll be ready. Can you see it around the edges and it scrapes it off?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's so cool.
Okay, well, mango sorbet, check.
Yep.
Coming up in the next couple of minutes, we're going to give you a recipe for a mud pie like you've never tasted before. And when I talk about a mud pie, this stuff is so good. So good, Andy. We're going to run home.
And make it?
Forget about that bikini body that you were trying to get by Labor Day.
Goodbye?
It's not even worth it once you taste this.
Maybe I could prolong it one more week.
Exactly. We've waited this long. What's another week, right?
Hey, and we